Sarra Sounds Off is brought to you by NYU Langone Health, the #1 physician practice network in the U.S.
Football teams have been airing it out all fall season. Quarterbacks, they've been throwing for 300, 400, and one guy threw for 500 yards in one game. This week on Sarra Sounds Off, we check in on Long Island's top quarterbacks. We'll start in Miller Place with Shane Kiernan. Shane, it's been an incredibly rewarding season for you. You've had the opportunity to air it out pretty much every game. You guys are right in the thick of it, but the playoffs seem to have started in week 7 for Miller Place. Tell me about the season.
Well, obviously with the 14 playoff this year in Division 4, it makes the regular season games a lot more meaningful. So, it is definitely tough. It's a lot more, get to stay a lot more disciplined throughout the week and really just be ready to show up every day.
So you finished the season with Babylon and Bayport back-to-back, 2 really good programs, but Miller Place is right there, Mount Sinai is right there. John Glenn is in the mix this year. What do you see in Division 4 in Suffolk this year that you may not have seen the first couple of years as the quarterback here at Miller Place?
I think it's very competitive this year. There's 5 teams that really have a chance to win it all this year.
When you look at your team and how outstanding A.J. Rudolph and a couple of other guys have been, tell me about those receivers and how you've been able to throw for over 300 yards in multiple games.
Yeah, AJ's always been great. Since sophomore year, every year has improved a lot, and he's really proved himself as one of the best receivers around. Brennan Cannon, it's been amazing what he's been able to do. He hasn't played football the last couple of years, came out this year, and he's been making really outstanding plays, and he's one of the leaders in passing and receiving yards. And then Cam Meadows and Jack Abber are both great playmakers out of the slot.
So I look at this team and you say Cannon. I remember Sebastian Cannon was one of the outstanding players in the program. Do you think he had something to do with talking his brother into coming out and playing football? Or was it because you can air it out and he wanted to catch some touchdown passes?
I'm sure he had a lot of fun watching our team last year, and I'm sure his brother played a big part in it.
When you look at your improvements and everything that you've become, and you're having an outstanding year, almost 2,000 yards passing, more than 20 touchdown passes, and I know the team relies on you to have a big game week after week. What's the difference in Shane Kiernan from junior season to this year as a senior?
Just experience. Coach Sinek also does a great job helping me prepare and putting me in a great situation. So it's really it's been a lot of fun this year. I feel really comfortable and also really a lot more confident using my legs this year as well.
Well, listen, you started the playoffs early. It's not a 9-week season with 8 games in it. It's really playoffs start right now for the Miller Place Panthers. Are you ready for this?
Yes, I'm excited.
From Miller Place, we travel west to Levittown Division High School, where we check in with quarterback Tim Stanley. So it's been the year of the quarterback. Quarterbacks have dominated on high school football fields all season. Nobody's done it better than Tim Stanley here of Levittown Division High School, a senior having a monster season. You're on the verge of 2,000 yards.
Yep.
What's the difference in Tim Stanley of this year as opposed to last year?
Just experience all through last year and then bringing it into this year, maturing, getting to know my guys, especially having another year with my coach. You could say it's complex offense, but it's simple in its way, and just being able to go over that for an extra year just really helped.
So your offense is pretty dynamic. Coach Jay Haggai has done a great job as the offensive coordinator. I know you guys are having a lot of fun, and the guys are working behind us, Jason Perez and Aiden Morales. And when you look at your offense and you look at how you've matured and you've got bigger and faster and stronger, all of that has created a monster offense. Tell me about some of your games this year.
We obviously had that big one against Valley Stream South. Wish we could have had that one, but from an offensive perspective, putting up 64 points, win or lose, it's an accomplishment. We've been able to perform week in, week out, especially with our guys. Coach Haggai, he works really hard every week, putting it into his game plan, and we're able to execute it.
Why are quarterbacks so much better in 2025 than in years past? We've had great quarterbacks over the years, going all the way back to the 70s and the 80s guys like Boomer Esiason, an NFL MVP.
Yeah.
But when you look at the quarterbacks this year in particular, there are guys throwing for 400 and 500 yards. Yourself, you've thrown for over 300 yards 3 times. And, it's been a dominant quarterback era. Is it because of all the quarterback training and the gurus out there?
I think the NFL has a big part of it because, teams used to all be like wing T, triple option, all that stuff, but really spreading it out more and really maximizing their athletes that they have, and being able to throw the ball is a huge part of that.
When you look at your offense and you look at the numbers that you're putting up, you're having fun, I would guess.
Yeah, 100%.
It's been a fun year.
Yeah.
And you have a big game coming up this week against Clark, and you win that game and you'll make the playoffs. And even if you don't win it, you might make it, depending on what everybody else does with the PowerPoints.
Yeah.
But as you go into every game, do you do what every quarterback does? Do you think about, like, which way is the wind blowing? Is it sunny out? Is it raining out?
Yeah.
The elements matter.
Yeah, 100%. I think about that more before the game to get myself prepared and what the game plan will look like, if it changes, if it doesn't with the weather. Obviously, wind affects the ball, which way you're going. Rain makes it slippery, but those things definitely play a factor. But if it's not something drastic, we try to just forget about it.
When you look at your maturity as a quarterback and you've had a monster season, almost 2,000 yards, 21 touchdown passes, it doesn't get much better than that. But what is different in Tim Stanley in recognizing defenses and in being confident to make throws into short windows, small windows?
Yeah, I mean, working at it every day at practice, over the summer as well, just really pushing myself and making it harder on myself. When we do 7-on-7s, we play teams that drop 8, so it's 8 against 4 out there, so you got to make it fit somehow.
You have some great receivers. What's your favorite throws with this group?
Favorite throws, I mean, Aiden Morales, he'll come down with anything, so fade ball has got to be my favorite to him, but I love throwing it across the middle, post or dig. Those got to be my favorites.
So we look at all the different passes that you guys have, and your playbook is complex.
Yeah.
A lot of trick plays, a lot of reverses, a lot of option passes, a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, almost like playground ball.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Hey, let's do this. Let's throw some passes with Tim Stanley. Right now, we're gonna throw some bombs and have some fun. All right, Jay, make this one count. Nice catch. Oh, nice catch. This is like the old days. I could play in your offense, Coach. Now let's check out some other quarterbacks on Long Island that are lighting it up. Simon Blissett, Northport High School. Simon has lit up Suffolk's Division II and has the Tigers on a roll at 7-0. He's completed 62 of 86 passes for 1,366 yards and 19 touchdowns. Luke Gargiulo, Massapequa. He is one of the more amazing stories of the season. Gargiulo, he was the backup to All Long Island star Joey D'Esso in 2024 as Massapequa rolled to its second consecutive Long Island Class I title. This year, Gargiulo steps in and has Massapequa off to a 7-0 start. He's completed 51 of 64 passes for 835 yards and 13 touchdowns. Jack Rayau, Islip. Jack is the leader in passing yardage and touchdown passes in Suffolk County. He's completed, are you ready for this? 128 passes for 1,951 yards and 26 TDs. Shane Harmon, Oceanside. Shane is the reason why the Sailors can play with the upper echelon in Nassau Conference 1 with Massapequa and Farmingdale. The 3-year starter has completed 87 of 108 passes for 1,109 yards and 13 TDs. Patrick Cohn, Sayville. Patrick has been a dual threat this season. He's completed 86 of 99 passes. Think about that. 86% of his passes are completed. For 1,337 yards and 15 touchdowns, he's also rushed for 10 more scores. Hudson Philbrick, Ward Melville. The junior, well, he's completed 65 of 90 passes for 1,156 yards and 16 TDs. Braden Robertiello, Garden City. Robertiello has only thrown 40 passes this season. Incredibly, he's completed 35 of them for 540 yards and 10 scores. But the only stat that matters with Robertiello, he's never lost a varsity game. He's 19 wins, no losses as a starter. Jackson Torres, Plain Edge. He plays half of most of the games that Plain Edge plays because they blow everybody out. He's completed 42 of 65 passes for 1,037 yards and 11 TDs. Chase Samuelson, Lynbrook. One of the nice surprises of 2025. Chase is having a fantastic season. He's completed 66 of 108 passes for 1,381 yards and 13 touchdowns. Now let's check out the plays of the week with Jared Valluzzi and Jonthan Ruban.
It's time for the plays of the week in high school football. Alongside Jonthan Ruban, I'm Jared Valluzzi, and we had another fantastic weekend that featured some amazing moments, Jonthan.
Couldn't agree more, Jared. Let's get right into it. Starting in Suffolk, Pat Metz Brett Rapolo rolls out to the left, connects with Justin Perez for a 44-yard pass and a 14-9 loss to Sachem East. Next, we have Floyd's Evan Commodore anticipates the pass and gets a pick and takes it home to put 6 on the board in a 42-0 victory over Bayshore. Moving down to Nassau, we have a Conference 2 matchup. James Galliano of East Meadow comes flying off the edge and gets his hand on it and goes for a touchdown and a win over Glen Cove. You want someone that can turn on a dime? Well, you got it. Tim Oda. He refuses to go down, breaks the tackle, sees a gap in the defense, and picks up a big gain in Lynbrook's win over Cold Spring Harbor.
Jonthan, we got a little bit of everything this week. We're going to start off in Nassau County. It was Cary taking on Wantagh in a highly anticipated matchup. The Seahawks were actually trailing at the half. They needed a spark, so they go to James McGrath. And McGrath on the second half kickoff is going to go the distance. You see the breakaway speed. Wantagh players trying to catch up to him, but McGrath is going to make a few guys miss. He gets into the end zone, but it was Cary falling just short. And for St. Anthony's, DJ Garcia, the big fella, goes up and gets an interception. The Friars have won 3 straight games. And out in Suffolk County, Ward Melville taking on Brentwood. Hudson Philbrick throws it up, and Joey Karpowicz comes down with it. The Patriots are back in the win column. And head over to the PSAL. Erasmus Hall's Justice Murray decides to pick up the ball off the carpet, and he flies down the sideline. Murray's going to spin past a couple defenders. He gets it inside the 5, and Erasmus Hall will take down Curtis in their championship rematch victory. And those were the plays of the week in high school football. We'll be back next week with some more amazing moments.
Great job as always, guys. Now we recognize a Floral Park boys soccer team that really gets community and love for family. Here's Michael Sicoli and his story on Floral Park and its wonderful coaching staff.
Floral Park boys soccer is playing for an even bigger cause than its state title defense this fall. With backpacks donated from St. Baldrick's, the Knights are raising awareness for the battle against childhood cancer. It's a cause rooted in the town's tradition.
It teaches and shows the boys the more important things in life, right? Of course, it's great to do well in soccer and win, but it gives us a platform and the chance to do something special like this. Chris McKee, who's my assistant, he's been shaving his head for a long time. He showed me pictures from when he was 8, 9 years old with the shaved head, with the Floral Park soccer jersey on.
The team is honoring Aiden Binkley, an 11-year-old child from Floral Park who passed away with cancer in 2010. Lisa Binkley, his mother, shared how some kids can receive treatment through the backpacks with a wearable pump, a new breakthrough treatment.
The kids wear a backpack that infuses for 28 days. So that's why the significance of wearing a backpack for 28 days gives you solidarity with those kids who are working really hard to get well.
Senior captain Declan Lally isn't a stranger to supporting St. Baldrick's.
I used to be part of a group with a couple kids. We used to actually dye our hair green like a week before, and then we'd all shave it off.
Tommy Glacken, a child from Floral Park who was diagnosed with and overcame cancer, was one of 4 ball boys at the team's quarterfinal and semifinal games. The other 3, his best friends, Ben Scar, Johnny McDonald, and Danny Henderson, who had all shaved their heads to support Glacken. For senior Brady Kroon, it shows how close Floral Park is.
I feel like it just kind of brings the whole community together. A lot of people do it. You'll see a bunch of people shaved heads during the time. Like, nobody's like, why are they doing it? Everybody knows, like, why. They know he's making fun of them, like, everything. It's just, like, a big thing for the community.
It remains to be seen whether these backpacks will make it to Middletown. But what's known for sure is that the Knights are fighting for a bigger cause off the field than even the one on it.
Who got their back? Who got their back? I got your back. Who got their back? I got your back.
From Floral Park, Michael Sicoli, Newsday TV.
Love it when young folks, they get it. They have it all figured out, and they help others. That's it for this week. I'm Gregg Sarra of Newsday Sports, and thank you for watching Sarra Sounds Off.
Newsday is your source for total coverage of high school sports on Long Island. From the field to the court, with the kind of in-depth analysis you can only get from Newsday. Now streaming on Newsday TV.